Welcome back, everyone, to the Crafting Table podcast. My name is Braden, and I am joined by my co-host Subminer.
Hi.
And Johnny's dead. So Johnny is gone for the foreseeable episodes. I say that half as a joke. I don't exactly know when he gets back, but it'll be a few episodes with just the two of us. So sorry, by the way, for not posting last week. Last week was busy. I was not going to be able to do an overnight editing. So it was just like either stay up till 12 o'clock editing and then wake up at 6:30 or not do that. So I opted for not doing that. But yeah, very sorry about
Really
that.
busy.
Really busy. Yep, both of us.
Yep.
Really busy. Anyways, we got a lot of stuff to talk about. We are behind a week on everything ever. So that's always fun. So, Minor, do you want to start us off today with your world progress?
Yeah. You want to hear it?
He
I haven't even logged on. I had one job.
has one job each week,
And
and he had 2 weeks.
I'm trying to remember. I think what I did I just get the animals in their pen again? Because some of them got out.
It's at least something.
I think that's all I did.
Animal management in Minecraft is really terrible. And it's generally something that I think has been an issue for a while. And as more farms have been like, yeah, just cram a bunch of animals into this one area, and I'm like, how? They keep leaving. I don't. What do you
Skill
want me to
issue.
do? When I was making my Armadillo XP farm, it was mildly easy because armadillos just roll up into a ball at a certain point. You just like kick them in there. Um, so it's a little bit easier. It's still not great. So yeah, but I mean, that's at least something for sure. It's better
That
than nothing at all.
that's all I did.
That's all you need sometimes. If any people are like, I'm gonna start a Minecraft world, but then they don't know if they want to commit a ton of time to it. Literally the smallest things is still progress, and even like in any way. Now, on the contrary, I have made just so much progress.
Oh boy.
I have been doing so much so I honest to God don't remember a lot of it, but I have been doing quite a lot. I completely remodeled my house. I did that. I built an enchanting room building that is designed after Coco's house from Witch Hat Atelier. I built a like potion making building, did a trash chute thing that doesn't work because I screwed it up. Um, because basically the way I do a little like or like trash chute is I have the water and the water just like flows items into lava.
Now, can't you just use a cactus?
So yes,
So,
it looks less cool though,
but it's far more efficient.
but it looks less cool,
Well, efficient's the wrong word. It's far more effective.
but it looks less cool and fills less
No.
space. I do not have enough room in the area that my trash chute is right now for a large building.
But you absolutely did.
There was no room at all.
There is so much room.
There's no room at all in that specific spot, not for a full building, I think maybe.
Then just
Uh
like extend it a few blocks, throw in a
nope,
cactus.
just nope,
Just
wasn't possible to do anything there. So I had to do a tiny little trash suit. Um
sounds to me like you're lazy.
I don't know what you're talking about. You're telling me to place
Lazy.
two blocks and you're like he's too lazy.
Lazy.
I built a whole thing and you're like, yep, too lazy.
Yeah, you're just too lazy.
Anyways, the basically what happened is that I had a fence gate over the lava because I kind of messed up the water flow a little bit. The area where the water's, I don't know what I'm saying. The area where the water was, it didn't like move far enough for the blocks to like actually accelerate into the lava, which was just a big design issue on my part. And then I later figured out it was because I was using glass panes instead of glass blocks, so the blocks were actually just getting stuck on the side, and it wasn't the water. So that was fun. But anyways, the fence was over the lava. I'm pretty sure the lava burned the fence, and now it's just water. So basically, my trash chute is just a despawning chute. So I throw stuff into it, and then it'll just despawn eventually. And that's kind of how that went. I built a sugarcane farm, which is good because the sugarcane area in my world looked just hideous. It was just really ugly. So I'm glad I finally got that taken care of. Um, Added a lot of wildlife, or not wildlife, a lot of like nature stuff. Made some new paths. What else did I do?
Nature?
Yeah, it's like the grass.
Oh,
Yeah. I did a new storage room. I still need to edit that video. I do have the footage, and I'll probably get on that next
he's
week, but I
lying.
said that last week. So I don't know when I'm actually going to start that one, but I will get to it eventually. But I
Yeah,
actually do need to start it because I don't want to have a bunch of footage from videos and just like start like recording backlog because that never ends well for me. So I do need to get on top of that. A lot of wheat planting. I have a there's a whole stream. It's like a say it's a 3 hour long live stream, and it's basically just me planting wheat for 3 hours. And that is basically that. And I
now
think
that
that's
looks like a fun
it.
stream.
What?
Is that a fun stream? Just planting stuff for an hour or
No,
for
not
3 hours?
really. Not really. But I had a few good conversations with chat. So, but I mean, yeah, that it's been a lot. I passed 300 days, and I do a thing after every 100 days. I like pillar up, or at least I pillared up for the first one. For this one, I just used my free cam mod, and I like use the camera to fly up, and I take a screenshot of the skyline. I mean, not really the skyline, but it's like an overhead shot of the area itself. Uh, and it's been really cool seeing the three photos and just how much has changed because like it doesn't feel like a lot sometimes, and then you look at it and you're like, oh wow. Because I look back at the first 100 days, and where all of my buildings mainly are is just like this wool outline where I was like, all right, things are gonna cut off here for this area, and then it's just like all of that area is filled in now, and it's really cool. So yeah, I made quite a bit of progress, which I had to make up for. I had to make up for like 3 weeks ago in episode 3 when I did literally nothing. Oh, I made a sheep farm, like a wool farm. That's really bad. It's barely considered a farm, but there are a bunch of sheep in there. So, but I made that, and I'm very annoyed by it. And I'll explain why I'm so annoyed by the sheep farm later if I remember. Um, Before we move on, I really quickly want to talk about how much stuff happened in the last week in video games in general. I know this is a Minecraft podcast, and I try to keep us kinda on Minecraft as the main video game as best I can. But so much stuff got announced because this was just the E3 week of gaming because E3's dead now. But we had a state of play last week. We had the Xbox Game Showcase also last week. Then we had Summer Games Fest, I think this weekend. And then we had the Nintendo Direct a couple days ago. It has just been a lot. And from what I'm hearing, the main productive presentations were Summer Games Fest and Xbox presentation, which is really disappointing for me as a PlayStation fanboy who is just I'm not winning right now at work. A lot of the cooks have Xboxes, and I've had full length discussions with them about why I think PlayStation is better because I am that guy. And I'm just like,
That's something to
listen,
be proud of, buddy.
no. But I also am a firm believer that console wars are important for the general gaming market. So I know a lot of people are like, oh, but they're stupid. And I'm like, yeah, they're stupid if you like get annoying about them, but it's like it's okay to have an actual discussion.
You're
My
not very good at
arguments,
having actual discussions, are you?
I am sometimes. My
Do
main
it.
arguments have
Sometimes.
and always been that Xbox no longer has exclusives because they were for some reason like, let's give all our games to PlayStation. And I'm a PlayStation player. I think that's a stupid idea. Do I want Forza Horizon? Yes, I really like Forza Horizon on the Xbox One. So I like that Forza Horizon is on PlayStation. But it's like why would they give us their games? It's such a stupid decision.
Hey, they're
And
being nice. Let them be nice.
no, because then they don't have a market. What's the point of buying an overpriced console if there are no other games on it? And then your
Uh,
competitor, which at this point is the same price, which is a whole different issue with the pricing of these consoles. Because once again, PlayStation was one of those things where I was like, oh, I mean, it stayed the same price, and then they rose their price like twice, and I was like, ah, darn it. I was like that's unfortunate. But so at this point, they're close to the same price. Um, so then you just have to ask, do I want the game or do I want the console with its own exclusives plus Xbox exclusives, or do I want an Xbox that just has the games everyone else has? And I feel like at that point you just pick PlayStation, unless you just have like a loyalty to Xbox, which I think a lot of people do at this point. Um, and then on the Xbox showcase, they were like, guys, these two games are going to be Xbox exclusive, and I was like, dang it,
they
that's
finally
terrible for
figured it
me.
out.
That's awful. And they were
They're
like, by
finally
the
getting
way,
a good marketing decision.
our new CEO who used to be involved in AI is rolling back the AI changes. And I was like, dang it. That's terrible for me. Good for everyone else, but terrible for me specifically.
Why,
And
you
then
use
plays
AI? You one of them AI supporters?
no, because it means that Xbox has just another. It's just another score for Xbox.
Nah, it sounds like you support AI.
That's not the words that were spoken.
Uh-huh.
So
Yeah.
it's
Maybe
especially
maybe
bad
we
because PlayStation is currently like rolling out more AI stuff very slowly, but they're like messing with things. And I'm like, please stop. Please stop. And then it was not great because I like PlayStation State of Play announced a lot. New God of War game. I'm very excited for that. Looks sick. Wolverine gameplay looks amazing as always, and I genuinely can't remember anything else that was announced. Oh, Until Dawn 2. If none of you guys have played Until Dawn, don't
it's so goofy.
don't play it. It's a bad game, but I do love it. I love Until Dawn. I've played it like 5 times at this point, and I have no regrets. So I will be playing Until Dawn 2 day one,
It's such a
and
bad game, but
it's so funny though.
because it's so bad, it's good.
It's like if this new game isn't like the same level of comically terrible, I'm gonna be livid. Because Until Dawn is not. If Until Dawn was a high production game and it ran well and the voice acting was good
So
and
you're
the
saying that
story was
in
good,
Until Dawn was just not Until Dawn.
yeah. If Until Dawn was not Until Dawn, it would be a terrible game. Because if you remove all of its issues and keep the same story, it's just a bad game at that point. It's just a bad Telltale game. It's not made by Telltale, just to be clear. I don't know. I forget the name of the studio that makes it. I've played like all their games though, which I'm not proud to admit. Have I played all their games? I think I have. Yeah, I played all their games. I'm not proud to admit that, but they're really funny. Um, but yeah, I'm very excited for Until Dawn 2, and it's a PlayStation exclusive. Woo! This is the game. This is the generation of PlayStation. When people say that PlayStation has no exclusives, they are wrong. They're not like that far off though. I hate, I hate to admit it. We do just have Insomniac games and Spider-Man, and that's it. Wait, those are the same thing. We have Insomniac games and The Last of Us. That's what I meant to say. But now we have Insomniac games, The Last of Us, and Until Dawn 2. So we win. uh,
Uh-huh.
it's called coping.
Yeah,
Is
there's a
what this
lot of
is.
coping happening right
So much
now.
coping. As moving on to our news segment of podcast. This was a rough week for us to find news, not because there was a lack of it, but because we couldn't use most of it because of our next segment. No, not next segment. And further like 2 segments from now, I think is how that math works. Um I am gonna go first because I know that Subminer has better news than me. So um hardcore mode is kind of, it's like you can barely cheat hardcore mode anymore. It's very difficult because basically, if you were unaware, when you die in hardcore, I know a lot of people, or I think most people that aren't online a lot would probably be like, "Oh, that's it. That's the end of hardcore. The world's done." You can actually open to LAN, which I think is just basically like it's just internet. I
It
think I don't
opens it
know.
to your local it's literally it stands for, I'm pretty sure, local area network, and you connect to your internet, and you play with other people who are on that internet, running from your computer.
So basically, if you had 2 people in the same house and y'all want to play Minecraft, but you didn't want to pay for a server or use Essential if you don't use mods, uh, just open a LAN world,
Yeah.
and that's how you do that. I've never done that. I've always kind of wanted to. I've always thought it'd be kind of cool, but I've never done that.
Yeah, but you have no friends.
I have no friends in the house. Anyway, so basically, you would open up your world to LAN, and then you could activate cheats on the land version of the world. And what people would do is they would just go like, because when you die, it is go through the world in spectator mode or return to the title screen. If you go to spectator mode, open the land, you can get out of the spectator game mode and back into survival. And that's how a lot of people will cheat hardcore worlds. So like a lot of people online have probably done it at least once. Because here's the thing, and Phoenix SC, I was watching his video, and that's how I am aware of this. Phoenix SC pointed out that when you spend like 4 years on the same world and you die, you're not like, okay, well, I'm done. We're gonna move on to the next one now. It's like, no, you want to keep that world and keep playing on it, as any sane person would. Like,
Some of us aren't very sane.
I know. Have you seen hardcore YouTubers?
Perfect start to my hardcore world, and they've proceeded to recreate the entire world day one.
I was on a call with one of our online friends yesterday, and we were talking about hardcore videos. And he looked up my perfect start in my hardcore forever world, and it was like I think there were 30 videos with that exact title. I saw a
Yo,
video, and
yo,
I
you know the sorry to interrupt you, but you know
no,
the
it's fine.
trend online of the you'll find no other girl like me, and it just shows a large group of blonde white girls.
I've not seen, but this is that.
That is
It's just
literally what I
this.
think of.
This is the hardcore Minecraft scene. Um, I saw a thumbnail or a video, and it was just I'm playing Minecraft hardcore with no totems, and I sent this to you when I saw it. And I'm like, I think it is insane that this is the current state of Minecraft YouTube. That the most original thing we can do with Minecraft hardcore content is just remove a feature of the game. And that's somehow like the more impressive bit of the video. And it's absurd.
Minecraft
It's
hardcore
genuinely
content
crazy.
has gone, like, absolutely insane. Like, it is
So absurd because I'll be scrolling on YouTube at night looking for a video to put on in the back, and it's just I see the same 5 thumbnails from different people because every YouTuber is like, I'm gonna put my skin front and center. It's like respectfully, we don't care.
you
I
see
I don't care about your Minecraft skin. It looks like everyone else's.
See, guys, this is why we don't play Minecraft, and instead we play the very much superior game Roblox.
Yes, that's exactly. This is actually the
Gee,
Roblox table podcast now. But yeah, so basically with the new update, you are just kind of like stuck in like whatever game mode you started the world on, I think is what it is. So you can no longer just easily switch. However, it's not impossible. You can maybe it's not that. I don't know. Whatever update it is. No, it is that. It just like keeps you stuck on the game mode that you started on. I think it basically just screwed over the F3 and F4 game mode toggle. But basically, what you can do is just go into the files and change it so that you have cheats, and then change it that way. It's not impossible. It is just more difficult now. But they basically, if you're unaware of how to go into the files and do that, they kind of kill cheating in hardcore, which is, as like as much as I want to be like, yeah, let's stick it to the hardcore YouTubers who are cheating. It's like just not that big of a deal. I
I
don't.
don't think it's that deep.
It's not that deep. I don't know why they needed to change it. It's not like it's not like the hardcore YouTubers cheating really does anything.
No, this,
It
like,
just
terribly affects me. I am now, like
yeah,
I'll
me and my
but,
regular survival world are
like,
trembling in our boots.
whenever they're, like, talking about, uh, cheating in hardcore, I just cheat all the time in hardcore, I just play hardcore.
Like,
I'm one
see,
of
I
those
saw this update and I said they updated this for me specifically.
exactly, like, this
They
was
were targeting me and you and everyone else that's cheating in hardcore. They were targeting us. This was a
exactly,
targeted attack by Mojang to ruin our fun. Yep.
and you know what? It ruined my fun. I don't think I'll be able to ever go back to how it was before, you
Nope.
know?
I'm actually staying on 1.9. I'm going back like 10 years. That's how upset I am.
1.9 though? Just go back to 1.8 or 1.7, bro.
Nope, we're
At
going back
that
to
point,
1.9 specifically.
that's a choice. That's a choice for sure.
It's just it's the last time Minecraft was good. Kidding, I'm kidding.
That's definitely
No.
that's definitely a hot take. I think someone should
uh
ban you from ever having an opinion if that's your opinion.
no, that's reasonable. Reasonable take.
Uh-huh.
All right. Your turn. I have nothing more to say about this topic. I'm
What am I
just so
supposed to
upset about it.
say? Oh!
We're talking about news.
Well, what was my news again?
We are kidding, right?
Oh, yeah!
Oh my god.
So Bedrock Edition, um, has gotten a great new world in its marketplace, which is a whole different subject that
We
will
could
not
say
be
it's a
discussed.
brave new world.
Like
I'm
how it's a
sorry.
brand new day.
The doomsday, one could say. We ran out of place
Captain,
related.
it could be a Captain America Civil War.
Oh, that bit. We ran out of stuff for that bit immediately.
Um, the new speedrunning world is straight buns. The reason it sucks so much is because it's gonna take a bit of explaining. So there's the Bedrock and Java have two different like world generation they differ. Don't ask me how. I have no clue. But essentially, the speedrunning world was made by the people who made the mod for speedrunning on Java. So they just made it so that on Bedrock, if you get the world, you speedrun on Java worlds that they've preset. Except they don't actually generate a new world. They just have a flat world, a super flat world with different like areas with supposed maps, and if you go so far out from them, you reach the end of the world and you can see the other worlds. And if you go to the Nether and you build the Nether portal in the wrong spot, you're not going to be in the world anymore. You're going to be on the flat world. It's a little confusing. And also, they kind of stuck the middle finger to the like Bedrock speedrunning community because the Bedrock community was like, "How about we don't do this?" And then they said, "I'm going to do it anyways," and just completely ignored them and went on to do it anyways. Oh yeah, and it costs like how much? How much
I want
is
to say like
1,700
500,
mine?
1,700 mine coins. That's like $1,700. I'm kidding.
The
Uh,
crazy part is I know what the price is in Australian dollars because of Phoenix XC. It is
Uh,
25 Australian, meaning it is
the
1750 in
Lord,
US,
the Lord.
approximately.
So basically $1,700. It's the same thing.
Yeah, practically.
Um, yeah. So I mean, here's my question about the generation: is I thought we fixed difference, like major differences in train generation in between Java and Bedrock, like 2 years ago, I think, when I forget
No.
what update changed it, but I know it's one of the drops. I thought that like made the similarities between same seeds like pretty identical between. Oh no, I no, never mind, because I'm not thinking of generation. I'm thinking of like seeds similarity. So it's like if you have a Java seed, then you put the seed on Bedrock. They used to be entirely different, and I think now they're like close to the same ish. I think is what it is now. But I was nothing of generation, so that's my bad. Yeah, the world itself is weird because it'll just like put you near things to help you speed run better. Which I guess the idea is that it's kind of replicating what speedrunners will do when they do like 50 different games loading at the same time. I
But
assume
it's just
that's the idea, is that it just shortens that to the one game having to load at the same time.
um
But it's like it doesn't like it's just weird. It's
I
just a
just
weird
don't think
decision.
I think the worst part about it is that they just kind of ignored the Bedrock speedrunning community, who was kind of trying to help them, and then they proceeded to just monetize it like crazy and treat the Bedrock community like an extension of the Java.
I'm curious about this. Was the Bedrock community like upset about this not only because they were getting ignored, but also because this means that like Bedrock, some like Bedrock speedrunners could just use the world and be like, "Yep, this was a completely normal speedrun." Like, is that one of the concerns with this?
I do not know.
Because
I
I'm
do
thinking
not.
about it, and it's like big maybe on that. Because the loading screen, I don't know the rules for Bedrock speedrunning. I know the rules vaguely for Java, at least on speedrun.com. But for Bedrock speedrunning, I assume they're similar because like I think you have to show part of the loading screen,
Yes.
or at least the whole loading screen.
At least back
Um the
back
Bedrock world
in the day,
has,
uh,
sorry,
you speedrunners would show the loading screen, or at least a lot of them would, because and there would be a lot of analysis on the loading screen. But you would show yourself loading into the world, just so that they know that it's not like a set seed if you're doing random seed or something.
and because when you're like loading back into a world, the little like map thing in the front is different, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Um, but
But that's
also
yeah, like fake speedruns.
yeah,
It's that.
the Bedrock world has its like its own custom title loading screen. So like maybe that would stop like bad actors.
I don't know.
I don't know. So I'm curious about that, and I will maybe look into that if I remember later specifically.
He's not gonna ever look into that.
I will probably not. I'm for sure gonna forget about it at the end. But no, that's really interesting. It's such a weird decision. The Minecraft marketplace is just such a terrible area. It's just I think since its introduction, it's just gotten worse over time. I remember having a few Minecraft marketplace maps on like my iPad.
Only one you should get is Stampy's Lovely World.
That's real. um, like I remember this like one dinosaur adventure map thing, and it was really cool. And I was like,
I got that. I
I watched a
remember that.
YouTuber play. It was really sick. And then they did some update, and I lost all of my marketplace worlds. And I
Point
was
and
like,
laugh. Point and laugh, everyone. Point and laugh.
that's so annoying because it was a fun world too. It was really cool.
I'm back. Editor Braden here. I actually did track down this marketplace map that I was talking about. It was called Dinosaur Island. It was released in July of 2018 by a creator named Pixel Heads. I think it just got taken down from the marketplace. It's on the marketplace catalog provided by a website called Minecraft Pal. It is currently not available, and it was last updated June 10th, so yesterday as of when this video is being released. So it's possible it just got taken down. But yeah, I wanted to hunt that down just for fun.
Sounds like a
So I
good.
was very annoyed. But yeah, the marketplace has just gotten worse over time.
See, guys, and
It's
this is why we play Roblox.
Yeah, this is why we don't play Minecraft.
Roblox is life.
Roblox has never made a bad decision ever.
Well, let's not lie that badly.
As of recently, I think Roblox has just made good changes to the platform.
Oh,
They've not had anything questionable or stupid in the slightest.
well, now let's chillax a bit. You're on
Um,
thin ice, pal. I'm gonna
all
remove
right,
you from your own podcast.
I don't think you can do that. I can't even with my new headset. I can't even put down the headset and I can't even just walk away anymore without physically taking off the headset because I finally got myself a Bluetooth headset and I'm so happy. So I'm gonna tell you all, I hate wired headsets so much. I really do.
I'm probably about to invest in a Bluetooth headset because this
It's so
flipping
annoying.
wired.
It's so annoying because it gets all tangled up and then you can't move at all. I would
Well,
people would come over to my house and they would sit down and put on the headset and they'd be like, I can't move my head. And I'm like, I know, it's really annoying. I've had three headsets since I got my first PC in 2019, I think, is when I got that. I've had three headsets. I had one that lasted me I think about until 2024, I want to say, maybe 2025, but that might be stretching it. But I had that headset that lasted a really long time. It was also wired. It also got tangled up, but it was like a silicone rubber type material, so it was easier to untangle. Not silicone, it was just rubber. I don't know why I said silicone. um, but it was like a rubber wire, so it was easier to untangle, move my head. And then there's one of those Amazon reselling places, and they had these really cheap headsets. And I didn't buy it, my parents bought. But they might have got two headsets, or maybe just one. I think we had to go back for a second one. I don't remember. But one of the headsets, the wire kept getting tangled. I tried to pull at the wire to untangle it, and it just snapped, broke apart. So had to get another one that was also from that same Amazon reselling place, and that one died. So last episode, when my mic just starts dying, that is the last time that microphone worked. Episode
come
3 is
on.
live documentation of that microphone dying, and
So
it's
you should
really
go listen.
funny.
You should go listen to it.
Yeah, go watch episode 3 if you haven't already. Um, so yeah, new headset is Bluetooth, and I was like, when I was looking for a headset, I was like, this is a requirement. I will not settle on this. I need a Bluetooth headset. I'm so tired of it. I'm so tired of the wires. So I'm very happy with this Bluetooth headset. But it does mean that, which this is not a bad thing. It means that I can walk around my room with the headset still on and still be able to talk and listen to things. So that's been kind of fun to mess around with every once in a while. What was the point of this conversation originally? Right, you were gonna kick me off the podcast.
I'm about to do it.
Real quick before we move on to our next segment, I really want to talk about this because when do I not want to talk about something? So I have uncovered a just series of videos from a year ago to about a few months ago, and it is about Minecraft server economies because apparently there was a debate a little bit ago, and this debate might still be going on. I'm not entirely sure about what is the best form of a Minecraft server economy. And if you don't understand what I'm saying, I'll quickly explain it. So, on a Minecraft server, some servers like Hermitcraft have their own system of economy for economy things. I really hope I don't need to explain what an economy is because then we'll be here all day. And you guys don't
What's an
have time for that.
economy?
I don't have time for that. I know you know what an economy
Can
is.
you
But basically, I think Hermitcraft uses diamonds is what I've heard. That I could be wrong. I don't watch Hermitcraft, so if I'm wrong, my bad.
Wow, fake fan.
What do you mean fake fan? I don't watch any of the Hermitcraft creators. Fake fan
Neither
of
do
who?
I. Neither do I.
Fake fan of who?
Never. I think I've only watched a couple videos on Hermit.
I used to watch Mumbo Jumbo a little bit. but it wasn't like super active.
I used to watch Mumbo Jumbo and Grian, and then I stopped and never went back. Not because they're bad YouTubers, but because I just low-key forgot.
Um, so then it's become quite a discussion on what to use as a proper server economy. And a lot of people have argued, I think there are like three different options that we've come into. And this has been a long discussion, which does include Austrian economics. This is not a joke. One of the main channels on this will not shut up about Austrian economics. And it's really funny because I don't know what he's talking about. I assume Austrian related economics. So basically, here have been, I think, the three main arguments. We have had wheat as a main economy. And
So food.
the biggest issue with that has been regulation, because if you make wheat the economy, you have to super regulate that, because you have to be like, by the way, you can't farm wheat, you can't bone meal wheat. Maybe they like regulate bone mealing, but it's like you have to really regulate wheat farms, which just takes a lot out of server admins and the server like owners and stuff. So that's been kind of the main issue with that idea. We've had a Nether Star backed security system. I don't know all the big words with this idea because I'm not an economist. I don't think that's how you say that word. Economist?
Economist? Yeah, that's how you say it.
Economist? Did I say
Yeah.
that the first time?
Yes.
Oh, oops. So like I don't super understand all of it, but it's basically just like you use, it's kind of like just the dollar or like the British pound, I think is one of them. I don't think the dollar is actually good. I think the British pound is a good example, because I heard today that the British pound is called the British pound because like it used to be worth a pound's worth of silver or something, and that's where they got the name for that. That could also be
He
wrong.
pulled that out. He pulled that out of his butt.
I'll show you. I'll send you the video later if I can find which specific video. But I'll send you the video later. So if that's wrong, I don't really care. It really doesn't matter. It's all for the analogy here.
It's so offensive. Like
It's
it is
all for the
so.
analogy. For any British people watching, I'm like mildly sorry. I just I'm not that sorry. Um so like that's kind of the idea there, is that you have sign books that basically represent a specific amount of nether stars, and nether star is the specific economy thing there, or like specific currency is what I mean. And then the other option is just like a market that just kind of develops on its own. It's like you just wait and see what the most reasonable thing is as the server progresses. Because the issue with Nether Star stuff is that it's really late game when you can farm that many Nether Stars. Even then, you can't really farm Nether Stars. So when you have people just like trying to cash in for their Nether Stars and you don't have any Nether Stars, that's how you get to the Great Depression. Is
Oh
when
yeah.
you. So basically, it's just you're just saying you have money when you don't have money,
When
and that causes those issues.
everyone wants something and tries to withdraw, that's what we call a panic. And then well, you can assume what comes after that. The bank runs out of money, and when the bank runs out of money and everyone's trying to withdraw, the bank's broke, so the bank breaks, and then one thing leads to another, and we're all depressed.
There actually is a fourth option that I'm not remembering. It's just free market.
All right,
So
now that sounds a little bit too much like communism
because it is.
or laissez-faire, and as we know, laissez-faire does nothing. Because you want to know the last time America tried that?
like
We had a Great Depression. So we're
so
not
long
gonna.
ago.
Yeah, we
But
had
we
a
could
great.
try it again. Kidding. So yeah, generally the Minecraft server economy issue, I think the best option is just letting an economy develop naturally and just seeing what works best. Because Nether Star back security is just stupid. It just doesn't work that well. And wheat is too hard to regulate. Ignore the voice crack there. Wheat is too hard to regulate.
Can we all point and laugh real quick?
No, please don't point and laugh. And then free market is, I don't know communism that well, so I don't know the specifics
Well,
of a
it's not
free market.
necessarily communism. I was just overreacting, but
No, I mean it kind of is
laissez-faire.
partly. Um,
You mean like an economy without like any intervention, right?
I
Like
can only assume.
an open market? Because if so, that's just laissez-faire.
Yeah, I still don't really understand that concept either. So my history teacher would be upset. We did talk about laissez-faire a lot. I for sure zoned
Because it
out
is
during those
very
conversations,
important in
though.
world history. It is very important.
I do agree. I for sure zoned out, though.
You're
It's too
okay.
fancy of a word.
Too fancy of a
It's
word.
too fancy of a word for me to actually care enough about.
I think you're just a lazy bum. That's all I'm hearing.
But anyways, I've just done a deep dive into the Minecraft economics, and I've just thought it was hilarious because they're just full videos, and they're like all 10 to 20 minutes each, just going like full in depth on the potential downsides of various economic strategies, and it's just hilarious. It's so funny
I think I
watching.
know what video you're talking about too.
There's like a bunch of them, but it's so funny watching these people talk about Minecraft economics like it's real world economics.
Yo, if people had this much passion about real
Words.
world economics, we might actually have a lot of our problems fixed.
It's genuinely insane. But yeah, I wanted to talk about that because I think it's really funny. Now, we got one more segment before our really big important segment of this episode. So this is gonna be a long episode. So that's fun for me. I have a little activity that I want us to do. It's not a game because while Johnny is gone, we're not really gonna be able to do a game unless Subminer like ever decides to surprise me by doing something and like making a little thing for me. Which
Well,
the
you
odds of
are
that
in luck
happening.
today. You are in luck
Oh
today.
my God, for real?
No.
Oh,
Please tell me, when have I ever done something as a surprise for you?
at least he admitted it. Anyways, I have that
Exactly.
I have that on recording now. Anyways, my fun little activity for us. I was thinking about Minecraft updates as we're preparing for a new Minecraft update. I think this week actually is when the Silver Cube update comes out. I wanted us to rank our top 3 Minecraft updates of all
Wow.
time. Of all time based on a few metrics. I don't want this to just be about content because if it's just about content, it's a fairly simple list. I want us to rank these based on how important they are to us as Minecraft players because I have a lot of memories with very specific updates. I have very few memories with a lot of updates. There are a lot of updates that added things that I really like. So I want us to measure this on all metrics possible: content, memories with the update, how much we generally like the update itself. That's kind of all the metrics possible. Changes, which is just content. You get the point. I want us to rank these, and
So you
it's
want me
top
to be
three.
sitting here struggling to remember everything that I've done
You can
in
pull
the
up the wiki if you don't remember the updates.
I remember the updates, don't worry. 1.15 was the B update, right?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, it was the B update.
So that's my number one, actually.
Exactly. You see, now we agree. We already
No,
agree
we're
here.
on we're on the same page. But yeah, so I think we'll both just like pick one for each rank and then move on to the next one. So I think we'll start with number 3. This is gonna be just a lot of random cuts while we're thinking about this. So we're gonna think about this and then we'll be back.
We'll be back in one quick second.
We'll be back right after the ads. Dit, dit, dit,
All
That's a
right,
Disney
cornball.
Channel. That's a
Let's
Disney
get
Channel
you back.
reference.
Let's
It was a
get you
Disney
back to
Channel.
the cornfield.
Okay, I'll leave now. Like some elevator music I picked up off the streets. Like that really annoying hold music that you just hate so much. All right, we are back with our top 3. Do we have our full top 3 or do you just have your third one right now?
I have my top 3.
All right, good. This will be a lot easier. Do you want to go first?
You go first.
All right. So my top 3, and I've thought long and hard about this, and by long and hard I mean a solid 2 seconds. I'm gonna do 1.19, the wild update.
For your third?
Yeah. And here's my logic. So not only did it add the wardens, and I don't interact with the deep dark a whole lot, but I do think it is pretty definitive to say that it did add a lot of challenge to caves. It's like I know caves already had a lot, but it's may not specifically all caves, but it still added something to do underground before trial chambers because there wasn't a whole lot besides mining. But now you actually have a good exploration and adventuring part of the game in caves, which I think is a feature that maybe wasn't needed, but it's like it's certainly appreciated, and it adds a really cool boss that is a definite challenge to beat. Even though Minecraft hardcore YouTubers make it look super easy, yeah, it's like they added wardens, but they also added one of my favorite mobs in this game, the frog. It's like I have to appreciate this update at least for the frogs alone.
So
I'm
I guess.
biased.
No, really.
I'm biased is what it is. I really like the frogs. I do like mangrove swamps and what they've added. I don't like the biome itself, but I do like all that it added because mud blocks and packed mud blocks are just so great for building. It's such a good block set. I don't get to use it that much because mangroves are a pain to find. But in my survival world, I do plan to find a mangrove at some point specifically for mud just because it's so helpful. It's so nice to have for builds. But yeah, so 1.19, the wild update is my um third pick. What is yours?
My third pick will have to be 1.17 with the new
All right,
Caves and Cliff generation.
I respect that.
And
Are we combining 1.17 and 18 into like one with the Caves and Cliffs update?
do you want to?
I would accept that unless you have 1.18 as another one.
Okay, well, 1.17 is gonna be on its own because I don't really remember what was out in 1.18. So here we go.
I think 1.18 was like generation, like over
1.17
like
was generation. Oh wait, no,
I
1.18 was. Okay, well then
I
let's
think 18
combine
was
the two.
yeah.
'Cause I
I
thought
think we might as well
1.17 was
combine the two.
Okay,
They're
so the
very
reason
similar.
for that is because obviously the new generation looks amazing.
So great.
And axolotls are added. Love axolotls, but personally, I feel like it's become harder to um get better gear now. I feel like it became much more difficult because you have to go down to what is it, Y negative 54 to strip mine,
Really far down.
and it takes like 30 minutes to mine just to get down to a strip mine level. Then you have to strip mine, and even then, it's not all that effective. And if you go exploring the caves, well, then who knows if that cave is going to be a 5-minute trip or a 5-hour trip. And it's like, that's cool and all, but I don't think a stack of torches is going to do it anymore. And it just requires much more effort, which I don't really like. But that's just me.
Yeah, I think 1.17 and 18, just the Caves and Cliffs update entirely, is without a doubt one of the best updates this game has
It,
had
it
in
is one
recent
of the
years.
best.
It changed so much gameplay wise. Like you said, you have to strategize a lot more before you just jump into a cave. Again, unless you're a hardcore Minecraft shooter.
In which case, you will
In
just
that
dive
case,
head first.
and in that case, you're just not dying because you have plot armor for some reason. um, I do kind of disagree with your statement of it's like harder to get gear because I do feel like it is somehow easier. I think we
I
just have
find it more
bad luck.
difficult.
I also find it more difficult, but I like almost everyone else I have seen just get gear so quickly. I think we know a lot of people who disagree with us on that statement. Um, but it's like I do agree with you and also disagree at the same time. But yeah, I mean the new generation is just so amazing. I also love Lush Caves. I don't know if you specifically mentioned it. If you did, I didn't catch it.
Lush Caves, I
Lush
kind of lumped that in with
Caves,
Cave Generation. That was
yeah.
probably the best, one of the best parts of the update.
Lush Caves are so amazing. They look so good. Uh, and I'm glad you mentioned axolotls. The main feature of 1.17 and 18 is axolotls. Let's be real
Yes.
here. We
Uh,
don't actually care about the caves. We talked about them a lot. It's mainly axolotls.
yeah, it's just the axolotls.
What is the rarest mob in Minecraft?
What is the rarest mob in Minecraft?
Game 18 also loves the axolotls for that reason only.
Gave him so much free content.
All
Anyway,
right, you ready for number two?
No, screw you. Yeah, I am.
My number 2 is the aquatic update.
All right.
I have a few reasons for this, and I was talking about this last night on the call that we were in. It was after you left though. But I love what the aquatic update has done for this game. It added so much life to one of the most barren parts of this world, or like of world generation. Because coral reefs added just tons of blocks to use. They're kind of hard to gather in like an easy way, but still tons of blocks to use. Shipwrecks are amazing for finding like quick early game loot if you really just want to explore shipwrecks, and even then, it's just a fun exploration thing. Drowns are pretty cool. They don't really do a whole lot anymore because apparently copper farms don't work anymore with drowns. I learned that yesterday, which kind of sucks.
That's very interesting.
It is a
I
little
mean,
weird.
why would you farm copper? But like,
Well, copper is like mildly useful now, so
it is.
builders use it a lot, but yeah, they have like tools now, so they're not like good tools, but they're tools. um, but like tridents are really cool. It's like when you like just label it all out, it didn't add a whole lot. But I distinctly remember watching Dennis Daly's Minecraft Aquatic series, and I loved that series so much as a kid. I watched it so much. I remember like on Minecraft Pocket Edition, I tried to make my house look like Dennis Daly's house in that series. I loved it so much. So I have a lot of good memories of the aquatic update. And that is why, outside of just adding so much to just one of the worst parts of this game, it is number 2 for me.
So I'm gonna assume that you're passing it on to me.
No, I stopped talking just for dramatic effect.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll sit here for a bit longer. Sorry.
Okay.
Sorry to interrupt your oral.
Okay, that's fine. I have to play crossplay anyway, so that my grandma is kicking my ass right now. So
Hey, that's some potty language.
she got 36 on gem. How do you even do that? Gem, that's not a real word. Gemon. Okay, you can go now.
Anyways, so my second has to be the Village and Pillage update 1.14.
A good pick.
Um, Mostly because I just like the new villages more. The only thing I dislike about this that stops it one
What?
are that blacksmiths are far more rare.
Yeah,
Um,
really unfortunate for everyone just wanting to get to a blacksmith. 'Cause
but
that's the real
I
reason
like
why
the
you're
new
going to a
villages.
village.
I like the pillagers. I like raid bot or the raids. That was really fun to do the first time. And then every time after it was really fun until I set up and then it was no
I
longer
assume
fun. But
I assume you said raid farm.
I said raid farm.
Okay, you cut out.
But I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory why the village and pillage update's going to be so high up. I also fondly remember. I think this was when I came back to Minecraft. Um, After a bit of Fortnite craze. 'Cause this was like 2018, right?
Fortnite would have been 2016, but this update might be 2018.
I feel
I
like
think it
Fortnite
is
was
because
2018.
they were doing Fortnite. No, that was 2016. But no, I think you are right. This update is 2018, but
No,
no.
it wasn't. No, because I was playing. I remember playing Fortnite in my dining. The Nintendo Switch, which wasn't released until 2017. Um,
Uh,
which means that
was it 20?
yeah, I probably was playing Fortnite. 1.13 had just come out,
Oh, it's 2017.
literally later that year, and then uh, I went on to probably come back, Village and Pillage, like right as it released. So I fondly remember this. But this was pre-pandemic, so
Yeah,
it's not as memorable. But
yeah, I do
that's
agree.
why.
Village and Pillage. That's a good top 3.
Now I
I,
wonder if we're gonna have the same top one.
I have a feeling we are. Um,
Go ahead
I
and
want to.
say yours.
Well, I want to comment on your top 2. I low-key probably should put Village and Pillage in my top 3.
Um,
I honestly forgot about it for a bit
yeah, I was
until
gonna
you
put
mentioned it.
1.13, and then I realized that 1.13 is like 4th place. But these 3 that I put up in my
1.13,
top
that's
3,
aquatic, right?
yeah,
1.13, or is
that's
that
aquatic.
1.12? What's 1.12? Is
1.13,
that
no,
colors?
yeah, that's the concrete update. That's the big
Good,
mod it's in.
good update, but just blocks. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, 1.14 is just such a good update. I like like I was saying with the Wii earlier. I like the charm of old villages. On one
Oh
of
yeah,
your
1.14
seasons.
also was the update that changed the textures, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, is it?
Um,
Or was that
I think
1.12?
1.12 did not change them because I play 1.12 all the time, and they are still ugly, terrible, and bad.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, no, no. It's another big bonus to 1.14. I really should put that in my top 3. um,
It was 1.14,
but
which is very controversial at the time.
yeah, I like the charm of old villages. I made like a replica-ish of one on one of Subminer's past SMPs. One of my favorite build projects I've done on one of your servers.
That was probably one of my favorite, and I'm probably gonna replicate it at some point.
But like I really like the charm of old villages, but new villages are just so much better in just
Just
almost
far
every way.
superior.
Except I think they're superior in every way except the blacksmith changes, like you were
Yes,
saying. Yeah, it's like it's just such a good update.
but that leads us on to your top pick.
Which is the Nether update, right? 1.16.
I also put 1.16
I
another
was
update as my
You
top pick.
paused for a minute. I was like, did man not put 1.16?
I actually,
I should put
me
1.9.
personally,
I
I did
lied.
have a slight consideration.
What was your other consideration?
I'm gonna be honest. It was one of the older updates, um, purely because of the memories I have with that from Stampy. One of them would have been 1.7,
Interesting.
and I'm pretty sure this update also 1. Yes, I remember. I think
Did
Stampy.
you say
No, I think
1.4?
yeah, because I added the Wither, which is carrots. They added just a bunch of things to use now. Anvils, beacons. They added a bunch of stuff.
Dang. Um,
So that was considered, but obviously
yeah. I think
can't really beat
objectively
1.16. It is
1.16
it is
is
kind of
the best
1.6.
update this game has ever had. It's like I'm talking about the like aquatic update adding life to a bad area. 1.16 is what I think if Mojang was like, let's go crazy with the water. It's like is what they probably
One
could have done with the aquatic
1.16,
update. It's like they
1.13, and 1.14 was like learning how to walk, and then they just started flying out of nowhere with
they did like
1.16,
some Usain Bolt type crap with
and then they never
1.16.
hit that again. They peaked there, and
They
they haven't
peaked.
gone back. And
It
I
is
think
such a
the
good
only way
update.
they can is if they do an end update, which,
Yeah,
you know what,
but we'll
Pizza over
never
here
get
knows
there.
how I was during the Minecraft Live recently.
Yeah, we'll get to that in a minute.
I wish we got that on recording, actually, that would've been hilarious.
Oh yeah, we probably should have. Ah, dang it.
Free content, no!
No, no, it would have been funny because like we could have just inserted like clips here,
Yeah, but,
just while we're talking about. Oh, okay, that sucks. No, for next time. Next Minecraft Live, we'll get everyone on a call and watch it together.
yes. Anyways, go on.
But yeah, the Nether update added just so much. It added biomes to the Nether, which I think the Nether originally just had soul sand valleys and regular Nether.
Didn't even have Soul Sand Valleys, I think it was just Nether White.
Oh yeah, it was just like patches of soul sand, wasn't it?
Yep. It
Um,
was
it was just the
bleak,
same
bland,
thing
and terrible.
everywhere and Nether fortresses, and that was all it was. And
That's
this
why
update,
Sorry, go on.
This update just revitalized an entire dimension, and it's incredible.
I think that's why if you play any older versions, you absolutely need a Nether mod. And if you, oh God, my mic fell. And if you don't have a Nether mod, then you're gonna be suffering because that stuff is abysmally bad, and they did such a great job revamping it. I think the only issue I have with this update, why are basalt deltas a thing?
It is just a terrible biome. One of my issues with this update is that I think they really assumed people wanted to live in the Nether.
Honestly, there was a craze when this released, people to start in the Nether, and you know what? That was memorable, and I think the reason why I also like 1.16 so much is because this is like COVID time.
This is COVID time.
So everyone was indoors. Um, and so there was just a buttload of content being pumped out on like YouTube and stuff that you could just watch for free. And most of it was actually pretty good because none of it was 100 days hardcore slop like it is now.
Um, I still think the respawn anchor is just a weird. It's just such a weird inclusion, especially because
Uh,
I don't think it's used as intended anymore. I think it's just used for PvP now. It's I think its
it is
main.
only it
I
is
think it's
only
just
used
its
for
only
PvP.
use now. People don't use it as intended. And I'm sure Mojang loves that just so much. I'm sure they're like, I'm glad we spent a solid like three weeks on this edition just for it to be used as a PvP device.
I know that they are ecstatic over that.
They're so happy. Um, but yeah, another update. I think unless, like you said, Minecraft does an end update, will continue to be the best update this game has ever had. And it's gonna be so hard for them to top it ever. They've done well with a lot of updates. Like our top
With
three,
the
I think
ca-
is good top three, but nothing has just like revitalized entire areas of a game to such an insane extent like 1.16 did.
And I think that this by far was the best update they've done. Not really a contender.
No, I mean it's like 1.14 and Caves and Cliffs update as a whole. Like individual parts of Caves and Cliffs update don't match. If you do as a whole, you could maybe have an argument there. It's like not an easy argument to win, but you could have it. And like 1.14, I think are your only other contenders there, and those I just don't think win
You just
in
really
any
can't beat this
way.
update. Piglins, you got Bastions, you got
It's like they
the
added
only bad
actual
thing was that
things to do.
Dream SMP started at this time. So that's the only bad thing.
Yeah, yeah.
Gotta go back to hating.
Although, as much as we hate Dream SMP now, it did start an era of SMP content on YouTube, which for the most part hasn't been abysmally terrible.
It has actually been pretty good for the most part.
Yeah. I
So
mean,
I
it's
don't really
like
get the hype around Lifesteal SMP, so don't kill
I
me on
don't
that.
I don't either. I was also talking about this. I don't watch a lot of lifestyle creators.
And
And
that's
it's mainly
I watch a
I
lot of them, I just don't watch the Lifesteal SMP content. Like, I just don't really like it. It's not my
watch
thing.
Rekrap's lifestyle SMP videos, but Rekrap barely feels like a lifestyle YouTuber when he's on lifestyle.
'Cause I don't consider him to be one.
A lot of lifestyle YouTubers, except
Not
maybe
to
like
his, like,
Branzy.
detriment.
Branzy did some
Uh,
really good lifestyle content before he
you
left
got
a few
Parrot.
seasons ago.
Um,
I don't watch a lot of Parrot. He does like a lot of these like crazy Minecraft video movies now.
Clown Pierce.
Don't watch a lot of his things either. My issue with the
I
lifestyle
I
content
watched
is
quite a
that
bit. I
it's
watched quite a bit of Clown Pierce at one point because
I feel like all their
after
videos are almost the same. They're either like
but
I did this crazy thing to spawn,
the
or
problem
I
with Clown
trapped a dude, or I killed a guy, and it's just that's kind of all the content is. So Minecraft Live was May 30th, and we are behind, and I wanted to ensure that we still talked about this because even though we are a week late, this is big news for a Minecraft podcast that does not have a lot of news to talk about every week. Even though we've been never shutting the hell up today,
We're not very good at shutting the hell up.
Tonight is gonna be awful for me. This was supposed to end at like 8:30. I was like, we'll be done by 8:30. We were not. We're not done by 8:30.
You're not done.
Oh god.
I assume you haven't ate yet.
No, I ate. It's why we had to start at 7:30. It's because I was out of dinner.
So what's the big deal with the now?
Oh, I have to volunteer at flea market tomorrow. So
Oh damn.
I yeah. So
Well,
that's
we should probably start wrapping this up then, so you can actually go do something.
no. We still have all this to talk about.
Oh,
Yeah. Well, good thing that we're not doing a mod review, so after this we can actually be done. This is probably gonna be like a 30-minute long discussion though. Um,
anyways,
Minecraft Live was as boring
have
as
you
I think
seen have you
all
seen
of us expected.
The Minecraft movie 2 memes that have started coming out?
No, what are
Like
they?
people are like saying like POV when Jack Black says, "Oh no, another creeper." Oh man, and the theater gets just a bit frustrated. The theater employees saying Minecraft like everyone's like, yep, GG's."
We're done.
Everyone's starting to talk about it. Saw
Yeah,
a video
so
saying that the chicken jockey was the closest we ever got to world peace. I disagree. I think it was the closest we ever got to midnight on the doomsday clock. Uh, I think that we were about to start a world war with the two sides, the pro movie theater side and the pro I love fun side. I personally
um
remember one of my school friends screaming chicken jockey in the theater. That was funny. I feel really bad for the people in there because he was the only one who did it.
oh no. I feel
So
bad for him. That's embarrassing.
none of we didn't like agree to do it or anything, so I wasn't even gonna go. And then
Here
he went for it.
here's what I would have done if I was in that group. I would have been like, yeah, let's do it. Let's do chicken jockey. And they would have been like, yeah, I'm so excited. And then the moment would have come and I would have just stayed completely. I would have looked dead at him too. I would have been like, you loser.
Well, well, well.
Anyways, to like quickly recap before we get into full discussion on Minecraft Live, a lot of this live was dedicated to Minecraft Dungeons 2, which, as people who did not play, I don't think a lot of Minecraft Dungeons. I played a little bit of it. I did not get like super far into it. I played a few hours. I don't know if you've played any of it.
Minecraft
Um,
Dungeons? Oh, I have
yeah,
it. I just haven't played it.
yeah. It's a fine game. It's just not for me personally. But it's a quality game. I don't care about Minecraft Dungeons. So if you do, I'm so sorry. I think we skipped all of it. Like when we were watching the Minecraft Live, I
Yeah,
think we just
that actually made up a majority of it, and we skipped it all.
we missed most of the Minecraft Live.
Just because we skipped
Uh,
it, and I do
they
not have
they
any
showed
regret.
us around the TwitchCon booth that we aren't able to go see, so I didn't
Hey,
super care.
but we learned about the new additions to Minecraft,
Didn't learn
which
about the new additions to Minecraft.
the entire time you can verify this. I was screaming end update, end update, end update, and even whenever they announced the new thing, I still went. So you're gonna surprise us with the end update, right?
They did not surprise with the end update. I was like hopefully not optimistic, but I wasn't like pessimistic going into this live because Minecraft, like Mojo was being so annoying about this live. They were like, "Get ready for the new big announcement," and it's like, why would you all say that?
It
It
was the
wasn't a
most
big
mid
announcement. It was a
as hell
stupid
announcement.
announcement. It was the normal size drop announcement. Why would you act like it's going to be something huge? It's just like they announced I'm just gonna say it. They announced a new forest type, a new wood type, and wool stairs and slabs. That is the update so far. That's a lie. That's not the entire update. We have like a hay bed, like a straw bed thing that we don't know what it looks like. Mog Swamp showed us an image of it, and that's all we know. And
This is why
then
we play Marvel Rivals, guys.
and
Start
then
playing Valorant, Fortnite,
the wool stair
Overwatch.
thing was showcased with a new structure that's going to spawn in. It's like an abandoned camp. And Agnes was like, "Yeah, I think it's really cool because we get to see. It's like we have to think about it. Who made these camps?" And it's like, Not me. So I don't care.
It wasn't me, therefore it doesn't matter.
It's just like I really like the New Forest. I'm gonna be the one to say it. I really like it. I think it looks incredible.
It's gonna be interesting for 5 minutes, and then at
It's
least I'm
yeah.
gonna go, "Well, that was something," and then
It's like
move on to
I
what I like.
really like how it looks because I love the tree types. They look so amazing. I'm just trying to picture what they're gonna look with like really beautiful shaders. Like it's gonna look so great. Other than that, I don't care. I really it's just a boring update.
You were
We'll
so hyped about the wool stairs. What happened, man?
I was about to get to that. I kind of forgot about that bit. I am really excited about Wool Stairs, and let me tell you why I'm actually upset a little bit about the Wool Stairs though. Is because I mentioned earlier I made a sheep farm ish thing, and for the sheep farm I was like it'd be really cool if for each section that like specific colored sheep were in, I had the roof like match that color with the stair. And there are not a lot of green or blue stairs. And by that I mean there are none. It's just all cyan with warped, I think is the specific warped with warp stairs. It's just like a cyan color. So most of that roof is cyan. And then they announce like 2 days later, by the way guys, we're adding stairs that you can fully customize with all the different dye colors. Of course.
Y'all think that bro is angry about that?
I'm like
Or
mildly upset about it, but I do have a better idea now for like an actual sheep farm. So whenever that update comes out, that'll be my project for that. So I'm like
well,
I
I
am a
hope
little
you
bit excited
have
about
fun
the
with
wool
that
stairs.
update.
What?
I hope you have fun with that update.
I hope I do too. It's just like they hyped it up so much, and just per
The big
usual, it just wasn't a whole lot.
big nothing burger. Yeah,
Also,
nothing.
I think they were holding Scott at gunpoint.
They absolutely were.
They showed off the update, and Scott, I don't know his YouTube name. Is it Scott's? Oh God, what is his name? Scott Major. Scott Smager.
Okay, recognize. I
I
recognize.
recognize the name. I don't know who this is. The founder of MCC.
Minecraft Championship? Man, that's a
Yeah,
name I haven't heard in a long time.
yeah. He's that guy mainly, but yeah, it's Scott Major. Um, but yeah, it's like when they announced the update and they cut back to the stage, Scott's
Bro
like,
was like
Scott's like,
terrified.
"Wow, Agnes, that was a really cool update. It was really awesome. I can't wait to use all that stuff." And Agnes is like looking him dead in the eyes and just like, "Yeah, are you excited?" He's like, "Yep, I am.
Absolutely.
I'm really happy." My first thought was like, that man is being threatened with his life. Legally, that's a joke. But it's like you sounded in so much pain, and I have to wonder, was Scott just like,
I hope he's
they're gonna be
okay.
so mad? Like
I don't
I
think
wonder if Scott was up there and he was like, God, I'm never gonna hear the end of this on Twitter, this update. They're never gonna stop talking about it. I think this is
yeah.
one of those things where a lot of people are just tired of very small updates. And this update
We
is
want
still
something big.
very early in production. But yeah, it's like people just want something bigger at this point. We just want something that actually impacts the game in a really big way. And we just haven't gotten that in years. Like ever since the drop started, the updates that really affect the game have just stopped. So it's hard not to be annoyed. Like I do like this update at its current bare bones, but I can't pretend like I'm not also disappointed that it's just what it is. Because like I said, I like the new forest, I like the new blocks. Um, but it's all they showed us. And I was about to say I don't remember if I actually finished my thought. Um, the the update's still in just pretty early stages. It as they've said, although I will say early stages look pretty darn finished. So,
They just need more time to sit on their butts and do nothing, you know?
yeah, it's like I don't know what else they're gonna add, especially because basically they showed this update and they were like, "Yeah, no, I mean, we still have a lot of work to do." I was like, "Are you sure?" Because this is like the same amount of content that we've added in every other drop. They could publish this drop right or not publish. They could release this drop right now, and we would not be shocked. We'd be like, "Yep, that makes sense. Seems pretty reasonable for a Minecraft drop. About the same amount as normal." Um, so it's like I just don't know what else they're gonna add, and I would like to know, but I don't think we're gonna get any more updates until like after the Sulfur Cube comes out. I think we have our next Minecraft Live in like September, I want to say, and I think
They
that'll give
better
us.
announce an end update.
I think that I don't think they're going to. I think they're going to showcase more of the current drop.
Boo.
But yeah, it's just like mildly disappointing in a few ways, and also like new update. So there is that. But yeah, in general, most of the Minecraft Live, a Minecraft Live that they were hyping up just to no end, was mainly focused on Minecraft Dungeons 2, which in itself was misleading because Minecraft Dungeons 2 was really heavy on the deep dark like teasing. They're like, "Oh, look at the portal. There's a portal thing." And we were all like, "Oh my god, are we going to get the deep dark dimension?" There's no way. There's no way we're going to get that. There was no way. There was no way. They were right. It's like they just hyped it up so much, and I think it raised expectations a little too high. Because if they had said nothing and just said, "By the way, guys, we're doing a bonus Minecraft Live," I would have been like, "Oh, okay, that's fun." I wouldn't even have like thought about expecting anything. But they like hyped it up to no end, and it was just your average Minecraft Live. And I think that's my biggest issue with this live. And also poor Scott for just being threatened on that stage. They walked out there and Agnes like dropped the persona and was just like, "If you say anything out there that I don't like, you're dead. You're a dead man." Like it'll be the last day MCC is hosted. But what were your thoughts on the update or on the live? I mean,
I'm never gonna see any of the update. Um,
I'm going back to old versions actually to boycott.
no, because I love modded Minecraft. Modded Minecraft is my whole thing, so we'll never be seeing that again. But overall, saying I was disappointed would be the wrong. I wasn't disappointed. I thought it was fine. Um, but there was no end update, so
No
I don't
end
know if I
update. So by default, mildly disappointed in some aspects.
exactly.
It's just they can't keep getting away with this.
They can't keep getting
Getting
away with
away
it.
with this. Could you imagine if they walked out there and were like, "All right, guys, we have this new structure," and it was just the abandoned camp, and they said, "That's it." One more poking fun at Scott thing. Agnes mentioned the last time Scott was on Minecraft Live was for the 1.15 update, and I'm pretty sure they had him dress up as a bee and like fly around. They showcased that a little
They
bit.
showcased that on the
Um,
thing.
why did he come back? I'm sorry, like if I'm Scott, and I'm not, so I don't know the specific reasonings. Um, if the last time I went to anything Mojang, like any Mojang event, they put me in a bee costume and had me like float around for one of the worst updates this game has ever received. Um, and then they said, "Hey, do you want to come back?" I'd be like, "No." are you gonna Are you gonna put me in a wool stare costume?
Sulfur cube.
So what's the catch? Um,
No, they're just gonna. No, that's why he was so terrified because he was forced to come.
he was worried they were just gonna like knock him out and stuff him in a suit and have him walk out there. He kept like looking around the crowd and he was like, "Where's the costume? I know they're gonna make me do it." So where are the
It's the
actors? They're gonna like
very.
drop one on me.
It's the very end of the. They walk out with a big, massive costume.
They're like, "All right, well, you know that we're gonna wrap it up for Minecraft Live." And they're like, "Actually, Scott, we have one more surprise." He's like, "What?"
But
We have a costume for you. Wait, what? What? He starts having like a panic attack. He's like, no,
what do you
no,
mean?
not again, not again. And he's like, throw a cube on him. It's like, look at this over cube costume. He's like, ah! We don't have a mod, right? We have no mod. No mod because this episode went on extra long. We've been at this for almost 2 hours. So sorry this episode's so long. Mainly sorry for myself, actually. But yeah, so that's gonna be the end of episode 4 of the Crafting Table podcast. As always, there are links in the description to all of our things. Link in the description to Johnny's Spotify, even though he's not here. Rest in peace. Link in the description to my sci-fi novella. If you want to go check that out, I think it's pretty cool. It's on Amazon, pretty cheap. Link also to my channel, unless you're watching this on YouTube, which, given statistics, you probably are. If you're on Spotify, I've been told by Spotify themselves. They emailed me. They actually called me directly. It was the CEO of Spotify, whatever their name is. They said you need to promote people to follow your or your podcast. That's not a joke. They actually did tell me that. So if you're on Spotify, be sure to follow. Anything else that I have to plug real quick? I don't think so. I think I covered all the bases.
I hope you did.
I hope so too. But yeah, so that is the end for this episode of the Crafting Table podcast. Thank you all so much for listening, and we hope to see you here next week. Goodbye. I did it again where I pressed I pressed the leave call button instead of start recording.
All right,
The sec- it's the second time I've done that.